welcome to the Upkeep for Monday, November 14th, 2022.
That's right. It's all of the magic news you need in 10 minutes or less.
And we're starting out the show with big news this week. We now have the upcoming schedule of MagicCons for 2023.
That's right. We know that we're heading to Philadelphia, February 17th through 19th, Minneapolis, May 5th through 7th.
All right, Minneapolis!
Yeah.
Let's go.
Europe sometime in July, and Las Vegas, which will also have the Magic World Championship, September 22nd through 24th.
I'm just excited to be in all of Europe in sometime in July.
All of Europe for all of July.
Let's talk about Pro Tour 1.
Yeah, so Pro Tour 1 is happening at MagicCon Philadelphia. Again, that's February 17th through 19th. That is one of a bunch of events that are going to be happening at that MagicCon.
That's exciting, yeah.
So obviously, yes, the Pro Tour is like one big highlight of that. There's also going to be a new event called the Secret Lair Showdown.
Okay.
So there will be 4 qualifiers, 2 each on Friday and Saturday, for a chance at playing in the 32-player championship on Sunday. And these award Secret Lair cards that are literally only available through these events.
Oh, holy cow.
So this is the only way you can get these Secret Lair cards. All participants in the event will get a Fatal Push with this really great art by Ryan Quickfall.
I love it. It's a green skeleton with a pink background, like it's being pushed off a mountain and its eyeballs popped out.
It is excellent.
I love it.
The top 8 of each qualifier will get a Ragavan Nimble Pilferer by Niark 1.
Oh, it's a really cool look to that art as well.
Oh, really, very, very cute. Very annoying monkey.
Yeah.
And the winner will get a Brainstorm with art by Justin and Alexis Hernandez.
That is beautiful art as well.
It's really incredible. Of course, they're saying also they're going to add tons more on-demand events at this.
Yes.
They will have a Command Zone Access add-on to badges for $30 a day or $75 for the weekend. There's going to be Pro Tour 2 qualifiers happening.
This is great.
The whole time. There's going to be its own secret lair again, and this one is called Look at the Kitties.
This is the best secret lair I've ever seen.
It is adorable.
I saw somebody post one of these on Twitter and I thought it was an altar.
Oh, it is. I can't get over it. It's like, it's so cute. It's just, it's 4 cards. They have kitties. It's kitties. Look at the kitties. They're
really good kitties. And also
really
I love that one of the cards I chose is Violent Outburst.
Yes.
And it's just 3 cats being adorable.
Being very cute. There's a new event called The Unknown, which is an event where you literally won't know what it is until it happens.
Oh my.
And it will be different every single time.
That's kind of cool.
There'll be the return of the cosplay contest with $40,000 for the best
No,
show award.
4,000.
Sorry. Oh my God. There will be.
I wish it was 40,000.
There will be the return of the cosplay contest with $4,000 Best in Show award, $2,000 for runner-up, and $1,500 for the judges awards, plus panels, artists, etc., etc., etc.
But are there going to be Joanne gift cards?
Yes, there will also be Joanne gift cards. I believe that there are also Joanne Fabrics gift cards. So that is tons of stuff that is happening.
I know a lot of people were wondering, like, what are these MagicCons going to look like going forward? Essentially,
was Vegas the biggest one for 30, or was it just the beginning? And they're saying it was just the beginning.
Wow, I think this sounds really, really exciting. It's like a GP, but on kind of a grander scale.
Yeah. Also, the New Perspectives grant program applications for the Philadelphia MagicCon are open now through November 27th. This is, quote, to support magic enthusiasts who belong to historically underrepresented groups. 10 applicants will receive a Black Lotus VIP entry plus a $2,000 travel stipend.
Fun fact, the person that won the cosplay contest at Vegas got to Vegas through this grant program.
I know.
So excellent.
Yeah. All right. Woo! That was a big one. We have another big one coming up.
Yes, we do Arena State of the Game.
Arena State of the Game. First up, obviously there's these retro artifacts that are hitting the game and all of the eternal formats that are on Arena with Brothers War. So retro artifacts, Mishra's Bauble is banned in Historic.
Yep, that makes
just
sense.
Right off the bat. And Phyrexian Revoker is banned in Historic Brawl.
Get out of there.
And they said, obviously, they're also going to keep an eye on what those retro artifacts are doing to all of the formats on Arena, and will ban or suspend more going forward as necessary.
They should have thought about what they were doing to me at the pre-release last weekend. Let me tell you that.
Next, AutoTap will display the colors of mana it plans to use to increase functionality with cards like Blade Coil Serpent that care about the colors spent to cast them.
I love that.
Yeah, so just like on the little button where where it says like auto tap.
Yeah.
It now also shows like in Wooburg colors.
Great.
What you're tapping.
Great.
There will be new purchase options available. First, there's golden packs. For each Brothers War pack you purchase in the store, it advances the golden pack meter by 1. When you reach 10, you get a golden pack and it resets. Pack bundles move the meter equal to the number of packs in the bundle.
So what's in a golden pack?
Maria, great question.
Thank you. Yeah.
Golden packs will contain 6 cards, which are all duplicate protected and are all standard legal rares or mythic rares.
Okay.
They've also made a change to wildcard bundles. They're splitting the bundle into smaller components. There will now be 4 rare wildcards for $10 or 4 mythic wildcards for $20. Okay, we're not done with Arena yet.
Yes, because Explorer Anthology 2 is coming out in December.
Yes, and Shadows over Innistrad Remastered is coming in the first half of 2023 sometime.
Wow.
Very excited about that.
There's also going to be an update to how a limited arena opens work. So on day 2, you play out draft number 1, no matter what's happening to you.
Exactly. Even if you go loss, you're going to finish out the draft.
Okay, great.
And then if you are 3-1 or 4-0, you continue to draft 2.
Okay.
And if you're 4-0, then you have like an extra little, like those little areas where it marks your pips for losses.
Yeah.
You'll have an extra one in draft 2.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're like, hey, you went 4-0.
Yeah, that's great.
Nice.
Now some news that's got kind of the Twitter sphere abuzz right now. So Bank of America made a statement.
Yeah.
Made a statement about how they feel about the future viability of Hasbro. So the person who did this was Jason Haas, who's also the CFO of a pharmaceutical company.
I'm just saying, when someone writes an article, always look up who wrote it.
So this guy has said, quote, I have downgraded the stock to underperform from buy as recent changes to the Magic Cards brand amounts to Hasbro, quote, killing its golden goose.
He says the increase in card releases is, quote, flooding the secondary market and, quote, devaluing collections and will result in stores buying less product and therefore cutting into Hasbro's profits.
He was also upset about the cost of those collectible Magic 30 packs and what they will do to the value of reserve list cards. All of this, by the way, slid Hasbro stock by 5.2% after it came out.
Yeah.
And we just want to caution people that these statements were made by somebody who is caring about rich players and rich collectors.
Who is himself, again, a CFO of a pharmaceutical company, which I think says all that you need to know about a person.
Didn't take into account Arena at all, did not take into account sales on Amazon or anything like that. So there's a bunch of stuff in this study that he simply did not dive into. And I would call it like just off the top, really
classic,
thin
we
research.
did a deep dive and what you did was talk to your friends.
Yeah, it was not.
And like, this is all the same. Maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, but it sure sounds like they talked to a lot of rich people who wanted to complain.
Yeah, so there's an interesting article that goes into the research behind this that's over on Hipsters of the Coast if you want to learn more about exactly how deep the deep dive was. But whatever, there you go.
Obviously, the Brothers War is released on Friday.
Yay!
The pre-release just happened. It was super fun.
It was a
by all
great
accounts.
time. Great time.
It'll be on Arena on Tuesday to play.
And now we're going to talk to you about paper play for the Brothers War, including competitive events. The regional championships start this weekend, and they'll run all over the world up until December 19th.
Yes. This is super cool.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of regions. This weekend alone, there's 3 regions running their events.
Wow.
There's the Legacy European Championship happening over in Sofia, Bulgaria.
Ooh.
There is the DreamHack USA regional championship.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
Happening in Atlanta. And then there's also the City Class Showdown, which is the culmination of the regional championships in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Good luck to all the players competing in those this weekend. They're playing for a spot at the first Pro Tour of next year, which we've mentioned at the top of the show is in Philly, and entry into the World Championship for next year if you finish high enough in this event. By the way, if you make it to the Pro Tour in Philly, congrats. You also get a sweet Jace promo, which they revealed, which is pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
like
very
Jace, but
cool.
this is Jace the Mind Sculptor promo.
Also, I feel like they make him look appropriately spooky and
He
weird.
looks like an alien
Yeah.
with like a pink background. I'm
Yeah.
into it.
He looks
Anyway,
spooky and a little weird.
if you didn't qualify for the championships this time around, the regional championships, you can try for the next one that will feed the second Pro Tour of 2023, and that's the one that's in Minneapolis. Hello.
Wow.
So those regional championship qualifiers also start this weekend and also run until December 18th. You can check with your local game store to see when they're holding those and which formats they're holding them in. If you participate, you get a Thraben Inspector promo, which is gorgeous.
Still one of my favorites. I think about this art sometimes.
I'm thinking about the Selfless Spirit one,
Ooh,
which is the
also
one you get
great.
for being a top finisher. It is gorgeous.
It's really great.
I want to
It's
play
amazing.
just to get this promo. That's it. That's all I want. Anyway,
RCQs for Pro Tour 3, which is the one in Europe in July, will begin on January 7th and run until April 2nd.
those ones also have their own promos associated with them. There's a mystical dispute for participation. The Thing in the Ice one that we showed off on the show before, which is for a top
Yes.
finish. And if you make it to the regional championship for that third Pro Tour, you get a Snapcaster Mage promo,
Really,
which is beautiful.
Also a great Snapcaster Mage. Okay. If you're more into casual LGS play, game day for this set release will run at your store anytime between December 3rd and 11th.
Yeah, and this is going to feature an in-store tournament just like game days always do. It'll be standard or draft or whatever your store decides, and also comes with its own promos. There's, for participation, a recruitment officer promo.
I love this recruitment officer. They are having the best day of their life.
They did some great recruiting.
They are like, hey, I recruited.
If you make the top 8, you get Braid's Arisen Nightmare promo, which is also gorgeous. They're knocking it out of the park. And if you win the whole thing, you get a Surge Engine promo card too, which is also
Sick.
very cool.
Speaking of release dates, the release of the new Starter Commander decks, there are 5 of them, and they're exactly what they sound like, Starter Commander decks,
Yep.
will be delayed by a week in Europe, releasing now on December 9th. Everywhere else will get them on December 2nd.
Yeah, so if you have somebody you want to turn into a Commander player for the holidays,
Oh.
they'll be here still in time. So
Great plan.
good news about that. Well, that's all the news we have this week.
Woo, and it was a lot.
It was a lot. You can check out our full-length podcast, Good Luck High Five, available wherever you're listening to this podcast right now.
Yeah.
And you can support our work over on patreon.com/GLHFmagic.
Good luck.